Morning guys, you join me in beautiful southern Croatia. It's absolutely glorious and sunny here. We're on the most southerly point of Croatia. There's a little peninsula that juts out into the Adriatic Sea, and we're on an old abandoned army base. The van here is actually parked on what was the old helipad, and you can't get any further south in Croatia than where we are currently. And it's a perfect location to talk to you about mobile phones and mobile data and what we do to get internet while we're travelling around Europe. In the distance, those hills you can see over there, that's Montenegro. And when we originally drove down here to this spot, obviously our mobile phones and mobile devices are on automatic network selection, and they automatically selected the Montenegro network because it's so much closer than the Croatian networks and a stronger signal, I guess. And in no time at all, we'd used all of our credit that we'd put on our phones, which wasn't a lot, but basically we couldn't use the internet, and we thought, oh, what's happening there? You know, that's a bit weird. All our data's just disappeared. And basically, because we were on the Montenegro network, it's out of the EU, so our EU roaming didn't count. So of course we were paying for everything. I think 20 pence per megabyte for data. So yeah, it was gone in seconds. So initially what we had to do was go into the settings on your phone. You can go into network settings. You can untick the automatic network selection, and then it will manually search for networks in the area, and then you can select which ones you want to connect to. So obviously we changed all the devices to anything with HR, which is the code for Croatia, and we were back on our EU roaming package. So that got us around that problem. But the main reason again to talk to you today about network and mobile providers is this is day 54 of our trip. And we, a couple of days ago, got a text message from our mobile phone providers. We're with GIFGAF, who are on the O2 network, to say that in a couple of weeks' time, because we hadn't used our phones in the UK recently, they'd obviously noticed that we're in Europe. They sent us a text message to say that if we didn't use our phones in the UK in the next week or so, that we wouldn't have any more entitlement to EU roaming. So their terms and conditions are that they will only allow you to use your phone in Europe for 2 months and a maximum of 20 gigabytes per month on data for your EU roaming package. So check your small print in the contract that you've currently got with your provider and see what you're allowed, because a lot of the phone providers now won't let you use EU roaming more than a couple of months, and they'll also limit the amount of data that you can download. We have I've got an 80 gigabyte package that I pay for, so in theory you'd think, yeah, I could use 80 gigs over here. No, you can't. They'll only let you use 20 gigabytes. So in a week or so we won't be able to use our mobile phones. The data will cost us 20 pence per minute if we were to use them, and texts and calls would cost as well as that. So what are we going to do next week for data? Well, we looked around before we came out on this trip to see what was the best package available, and we've actually got a contract with EE. It's a mobile SIM only contract. It was a 24-month contract, and it gives us 3 minutes, free texts, and 200 gigabytes of data a month. Now, what I did when I purchased that package is I went for the next package up, which was another £5 a month, and I'll show you the deal on the screen here now. But with that extra £5 a month, I could get one of the free bundles. So for another £5 a month, I could get EU roaming. That would allow me to use that 200 gigabytes of data wherever we are in the EU. And as I'm paying that bundle each month, I won't be limited to sort of 2 months. I can carry on using that. So that's what we plan to do for data. Now, of course, you can text and you can message with other app services these days. You don't need to use the text function on your phone. You've got Messenger. iPhone has got its own FaceTime app. You can use WhatsApp. There's even messaging on Instagram and so forth. So you can chat to your friends and relatives and everybody as normal over the Wi-Fi. So we can use that EE mobile SIM for data, and we can still chat and talk and message everybody and interact with everyone on social media, and obviously do YouTube and talk to you guys. So what we do with that EE SIM to get mobile data and Wi-Fi in the van is we put that in this Netgear Nighthawk mobile router device. This is an M1 version. There is now an M2 version, but basically it's dual band Wi-Fi, 2.4 and 5 gigahertz it gives out. So there's a couple of different options for you to connect to it. It's compatible with 3G and 4G mobile SIM networks. It takes a micro SIM inside it. It's got a 5,000 milliamp hour battery life, so you can recharge it and then you can take it anywhere. It's portable. You can put it in your bag and take it on a trip with you. You can permanently fit it into the van and put it on a permanent power supply, but it will last all day and all night on its own inbuilt battery. And then with this device, it chucks out a Wi-Fi signal in the van, and all our devices can connect to it. Up to 20 Wi-Fi devices can connect to this device at the same time. So our mobile phones, tablets, laptop, the smart TV that we've got in the van that we watch movies and catch up TV and YouTube on, that connects to it, and also our Neos smart camera for security, that also connects to this Wi-Fi device as well. So everything that we need to use internet wise and data wise in the van can work off of this 200 gigabyte EE SIM. It's really easy to set up. You just put your micro SIM in it, obviously make sure that the battery's powered up, turn it on, and it sets itself up. It's so easy. It searches for local networks and then away you go. You just connect all your devices to it with a password, of course, similar to how you would with your home broadband. It comes with a mobile app that you can download from Netgear for you to connect to the router, so that you can check messages, you can check your data usage, and you can also administer people that are on the Wi-Fi connection. You can block people if necessary, or you can just administer who is connected. You can also change the network that you're on, same as we did with our mobile phones when we got to this southerly point in Croatia. You can also select either automatic or manual selection on mobile network. And then lastly, it has a few other features as well. On the bottom of the device here, I'll put a screenshot up. You'll see there's a USB-C port which you can use for charging, that comes with a lead. There's a USB-A port, so you can connect other devices to it. You can also use this as a power pack to charge your phone as well, which is really handy if you're out and about. There's an Ethernet port here, so you can get ultra fast Wi-Fi, internet and data connection to a laptop if you're doing some editing or stuff like that. That's really handy. And then there are external aerial ports, so to get a better phone network signal you can buy an additional external aerial, a couple of aerials put on the roof of your van, wired into this permanently, and then that'll extend the range that you can get, and you get a much better phone signal. So yeah, it's got some great features. And one other thing that I've just actually found out when I looked some bits and pieces up on this today is you can plug an external device into this, an micro SD card or a memory stick or an external hard drive into the USB port, and you can use it to stream all your media. So songs and films or photographs or things like that, you can use it as like a little local hub and stream media to your connected Wi-Fi devices. Yeah, that's an excellent idea. So there you go, that's how we're getting around these phone networks and EU roaming on these longer extended trips. Check your phone provider for what they will give you if you come out to Europe, and if you think there's going to be a bit of a problem, then try the EE SIM. As with all my other videos, I'll put all the details in the description below. I'll put links to where you can get the EE SIM only contract. I'll also put some links into there where you can purchase the Netgear Nighthawk Wi-Fi router, and also some links on where you can get the accessories like the external aerials and so forth. If you found this video to be useful, don't forget, give me a thumbs up. Please share it with your friends and family, and I look forward to seeing you on our next video. Take care. Thanks guys. Cheers. And if you would like to see more of this stunning location in Croatia, then please do consider subscribing to the channel. It doesn't cost anything and it's a great way of saying thanks. Cheers.